Hey guys, aloha. Welcome to Girlfriend's Getaway. I'm Kate Waite. I'm the author, educator, and host of GGTV. I am so excited for you to meet today's guest as we begin to kick off a series of episodes that are going to focus on helping to show you how to start a healthy lifestyle from the inside out. And also, as a thank you for being one of the first members of our community, I want to celebrate you with the launch of Gigi with some super exciting giveaways. So please make sure you watch all the way to the end, because I don't want you to miss out on any of the incredible prizes that I'm going to tell you about today. And I know you are going to love them. They are amazing.
From the age of 12, Sandra always dreamed of working on Wall Street. Turning that dream into reality, Sandra spent her entire career in New York's fast-paced financial industry, climbing the quintessential corporate ladder, only to wake up one day feeling empty. That emptiness turned into sadness because her then one-year-old son started to break out in red, itchy rashes, eventually covering his entire body. She became a mother on a mission, determined to find solutions. This inspired the beginning of a journey that opened up many doors to a new world she knew very little about, green, or otherwise known as holistic living. Not willing to give up, Sandra spent countless hours doing research and couldn't believe what she uncovered about the ingredients found in everyday products. A light bulb went off, and as one chapter closed, another one opened. Now let's meet one of the founders of New Evolution Cosmetics, my friend Sandra Anderson Diaz.
Hi Sandra, I am so excited to have this conversation with you today. I love your story. First of all, I love you. I love your story, your heart, and your mission, what you're doing. So I just going to let you share a little bit about what you are doing and how it is you kind of got there.
Okay, I love you too, and I'm so excited to be a part of Gigi. This is such a huge opportunity for you, for women across the world to really touch each other and build a community that's authentic and real, and I'm just so excited for you.
Well, thank you. I'm excited for us. This is like going to be it. It's been great. I can't wait for more wonderful women like you to come on and share your voice. So thank you. Thank you for being our first guest.
Well, thank you. So my background, let's see. When I was 12, I was so passionate about finance, and I knew I wanted to work on Wall Street. So after graduating college, I found a very interesting job in compliance on the commodity trading futures and options floor, and that's where I really began my career. It was like crazy, like being thrown into a lion's den. You know, I was one of 20 women out of, let's say, thousands of men in the early 90s. So it was crazy. But at the same time, it was absolutely the most amazing experience for me because, you know, we grew up together, right? We grew up in a cute little town and among amazing people. And then I was thrown into this, you know, lion's den and had to really fend for myself. So it was a great opportunity because it really enabled me to become stronger as a female in predominantly a man's world, right? So that was the beginning, and that really set me up, I think, you know, from a personal and professional level for the rest of my career in, you know, let's say Wall Street, right? So I kept going, you know, traveling the world and climbing what I thought was the corporate ladder. And finally, I ended up in my last role in finance, which was like the most amazing opportunity. I was able to go into New York 3 times a week and work from home a couple days, and then still manage to be a mother because I had Kaya, who's now 14, and then I had my son. So, and you know, Matthias, who's now 11, but you know, I was so excited. I loved everything that I was doing. I carved out the perfect, you know, job for me at that time as a mother and a professional female on Wall Street. And I would show up every day, you know, so excited. And then my son was born. And after a year, he started suffering so bad from itchy skin. He would bleed at night and scratch his skin, and he'd wake up in the morning, and his whole crib was filled with blood. It was awful. And not to, make this really dramatic, but it really, what I'm telling you is the real truth. This is raw.
As a mom, if anyone's a mom, or to see anybody suffering, but no less your child, that's heartbreaking. So I can't even imagine that.
Yeah, and it was a real struggle for me because I worked so hard as a professional to climb that ladder that I set out for myself, and yet here's my son struggling. He's a baby in diapers, and I was a mother on a mission. I'm gonna find a solution. So where did I start? I started on the conventional side, and unfortunately they didn't have a solution for him. So I started venturing out and researched everything. I went to seminars in New York. I spoke to everybody. You know me, I'm not shy. So if I'm at the grocery store and I hear somebody talking about like a product, I would say, excuse me, can you share that with me?
Right.
And that's how I really started this whole journey of researching. And what I uncovered over the course of time is that there's so much toxic ingredients in products, right? Not just food, because a lot of people know, okay, organic food versus conventional vegetables, fruits, etc. But when it came to products like cleaning supplies, even, I used to have fragranted candles in my house, and Matthias would just, he would just break out, and his skin would go into a rash, and, it was a really tough time. So I made a very hard decision, and I left. I left my career because I knew that he needed me, and money shmoney, I walked away from a big corporate job, but I knew that I had to be there for him.
Well, that is amazing in itself, because that takes so much courage, and also especially when you have in your heart that this is your dream for so long. I know there's so many people that they set out one path and it's right for them for so long, and then all of a sudden they wake up and either the opportunities changed, or it looks different or feels different for them, and they're struggling with, should I pivot? Should I make this change? Should I go to the next, move to another door or not? And you did it, and that's what I love, and your reason why is awesome. So how you're helping people. So please continue to share.
Okay. So made that decision to leave, and it was the best decision I ever made. Okay. I felt really good about it, and I was home, and I kept researching and changing everything in our lifestyle. In our home, we ripped all carpets out. We changed everything to make it better for Matthias. And so along the journey, I realized, okay, I've got him and everything in our house where it needs to be, organic foods, organic sheets, you name it.
Wow.
And then finally, when it came to me, I was like, okay, well, I'm going to start looking for an organic skincare line. And I can't even tell you how hard it was to find anything. I couldn't find anything. And I was really struggling. So I finally found something, and I settled on it. I was like, okay, I'll buy this. And then the next thing was makeup. And I, as you know, lived in Manhattan, and so where did I shop? All the same places you shopped, right? And what I loved about shopping at, Bergdorf's and Neiman's and Saks, Bloomie's, was that when you went into the beauty areas, you were just, it's like you felt you were pampered the minute you walked in, and you had all these shop and shops and these beautiful brands. Well, when it came to finding a natural organic makeup line, all I could find was something on the shelf at Whole Foods. Now, not that there's anything wrong with it, it just didn't speak to me.
Right.
Because I was so used to a certain, aesthetic and whatnot. So, fast forward, I am friends, I was friends at the time with Nadine, who's now my business partner. And she came from luxury fashion, and I called her up and I was like, listen, I'm really struggling here. What do you use, in terms of makeup? Because she lives a holistic life and has for a long, long time. She has an incredible journey too that you would find fascinating. But she told me she couldn't find anything. And so lo and behold, it was like a little light bulb went off, and we said, you know what? There are other women like us who want clean, non-toxic products, but don't want to settle on the aesthetic, on the packaging, etc. So lo and behold, New Evolution was born.
Oh, I love it. And it's amazing because we grew up in a generation, especially where we had great moms, and they did the best for us. But it's
Right.
It's really just, I feel like the layers are just being peeled back for me now as I enter my fifth decade of life. Of what we've been doing, because we've been programmed to do, whether it's the food we take in, how much food's been processed, and whether all that sugar and all the things you said in our environment, and never ever thinking about what I put on my skin or on my body. And you said it's such a huge part of us, and we don't even think about it. At least most people don't give it a second thought, because we just are conditioned. And you don't think about, we have so much faith in these big companies that of course they would keep things that are healthy for us, when that's really not the case. What they're putting into these products, we'd be shocked to find out, I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely. And you know what? To be honest, the journey with Matthias was so hard, emotionally, mentally, and physically, that because he had gone through so much and still continues to have, some struggles, but he's much better.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I felt compelled with Nadine to bring New Evolution to the market, because we wanted to empower women with information and let them know, look, you can still look beautiful and gorgeous from the inside out, but you don't have to settle for toxic makeup. So we took a very different approach with our packaging, with our branding, our photography. Everything was what inspired us and what, was our own personal expectations of the style. We put everything into it. So, I wanted also, for me personally, I wanted Matthias's journey not to go unnoticed. And it was my way of educating people and helping them on their own journeys, because mine was very, very hard. And I just wanted to get that information out there, because I was using all those products that, I'm not going to give names, but all those conventional products that I think were, in the beginning, making him sick, So.
Well, I know your heart, and that's why I love this too, because you do want to make a difference, and it's so important to you, and that's one of the reasons why I love you. And on top of that, I am like a huge fan. No joke. Friendship aside, I love you, but this makeup is legitimate. I don't have even skin tone. I have struggled with that my whole life. I have, living in Hawaii is a whole different environment with the humidity here, but I always tend to have like more of an even oily skin. But I feel like when I, use your products, I can't stand like heavy foundations or all these, like really oily products. And I just feel like it's just like a nice, fresh, clean, dewy feeling. So you knocked it out of the ballpark, I'll tell you that. It's like I like, wow, you get both. So it's real. It's amazing, and I can say that 100% authentically, because it's just awesome. And so, thank you for that. And also really, I want to thank you more importantly, because learning about your journey, it's helped me in my own life really take a much closer look, because there are so many things that we take for granted, that these companies are doing the right thing and they're keeping us safe, and it's really up to us. Unfortunately, maybe it's always been our responsibility, but really to take back our power and to realize, we need to take a little bit of a closer look what we're doing and what we're putting in our bodies and and surrounding ourselves, because there are, our health and wellness, it's always been important, and for sure right now we all need to be aware of taking whatever steps we can do to improve our health and not take it for granted, because health is something that when you have it, it's wonderful and it's great, but sometimes it takes something horrible to shake us up to realize, like, hey, this isn't the right direction to be going in. We really should be making healthier choices every day.
Absolutely. And, right now, as we know, we're in, the thick of COVID-19, and it's even more important now than ever to really focus in on all facets, what you're putting in your body, what you're putting on your skin, even your environment. Like, synthetic fragrances, people don't think, oh, it's like citrus scent, so it's good for me. You can't even imagine how many fragrances have what's called phthalates, which is a toxic chemical that they put in fragrances, in deodorants, shampoos, you name it. And it's so toxic to our body. And that's just one example. And what happens is when our body gets, filled up with toxins from the air we breathe, from the water we drink, from the foods we put, and then the products we put on our skin, it's like a bucket. It starts to fill up, and when it spills over, it goes into your bloodstream, and all of a sudden, what happens? We start to have symptoms. Right. So it's such a simple, concept, but that's really what is underlying in making a lot of us sick. So COVID right now, being front and center, is problematic for those who have compromised immune systems and underlying health issues, which many of them can be addressed if you just look at the foods you eat, supplementing if you're not getting the supplementation from foods. Make sure you're loading up right now, especially on vitamin D. Yeah. Now, you don't have to worry about that because you're in Hawaii.
I just have to make sure I get out enough. It's there. Just like remind myself, okay, stop working, get out to the sun.
I know.
You're right. I know. It is a gift to be here for sure. And for anybody who can have, even this summer where they live in there are places right now where it's the summer sun, take it up, soak it up, in a healthy way. But yes, for sure. Yeah. But you're right. I mean, these are things that we just need to start looking overall, really stepping back. I think I think this whole time anyway has been a good time for us to step back a little and reevaluate things in our lives and what's working and what's not working. And maybe, life is always been about changes and constantly change, whether we wanted to or not, it is that, and learning how to pivot on, through these times. What would you just say? We kind of have to wrap it up here in a minute, but I just want to ask you, what would you say? Because it was, such a bold and brave, move for you to make this change from your dream job and to inspire people. Because I know there's so many people right now that they've lost their job or their finances have changed, or maybe their dream before is shifted. Maybe they were working and now they want to stay home, or they have some other dream in their heart that they want to do. What if anything, I know it's kind of a broad thing, but what would you give advice to them? I know you is like you have a bigger mission, but what do you want to say to them to maybe to give a little words of encouragement? Let me just preface it. They got you through some, like, let's face it, there are a lot of hard things, but what keeps you going and what you knew while you were you said, no, I'm not turning back.
Okay. So it all begins, and this is what I tell my kids all day long. It really begins right here. You have to believe, you have to love yourself and believe in who you are. When you love yourself and you believe in you, there's nothing that can stop you. And that is really the truth. When I started out in, Wall Street, I was beaten down constantly because the guys on the trading floor didn't want me there. Right. And I had to constantly talk to myself, you got this. You belong here. You're worthy. You're going to nail this. Like, I had to keep reminding myself why I belong there, and it was all self-confidence and self-love. And I think that we lack so much of that. We're always finding the faults in ourselves. You know what I mean? So the message I would say is you have to love yourself, believe in you, and don't let anything stop you. Like, now's the time. Don't wait. Don't put it off. Whatever that dream is. And it may not be a career. Maybe it's a dream of, I want to own a beach house somewhere, or I want to take, a trip around the world or whatever it is, don't wait, just go for it. And that's what I did.
I love
and
that.
And never look back.
Yeah, and that's the best, and I love that. And you are such, to me, just, you are beautiful inside and out, but you are one of the sweetest people, and I love to hear this because growing up, like, if you are like, just when you think of back in your experiences in life of people you meet and their personalities, and to think that you are like almost like a lamb, I want to say, thrown in a pack of wolves, and that you found your voice and had the courage to follow and to stand tall. I am so proud of you, and I love what you are doing and your mission and your heart. I am so grateful for your son, that he's doing better, and you are just, I hope your story is going to touch somebody else, and the work that you're doing and the love that you're sharing with everybody, because there's so much great that's going to come out of it. So thank you for your time today. Oh, it's from the bottom of my heart. Like, I mean it, and I'm just so excited and grateful for your time today. But just before we go, if you could just, I'm going to give links for everybody to where they can connect and find out about what you're doing. But if can you just tell them where they can find out about you, first of all, and then I have one kind of fun thing I want to announce afterwards. So
okay, sure. So I never even shared this. Some people might be like, "What is New Evolution?"
I'm sorry, my bad.
I know. I'll just say what it is before I give the information behind it. But New Evolution is a natural and organic makeup collection. So that's what it is, and you can find it at our web address or social media. It's new, and it's spelled NU, evolutioncosmetics.com. And then on social, it's just New Evolution Cosmetics. So come check us out. And you know what? I talk to everybody. So anyone who calls in, I'm the one you're going to speak to. And I love talking to people because that's part of the mission with New Evolution. We really want to help people on their journeys. And it may have nothing to do with makeup, but maybe they needed somebody to listen and help them go through a difficult situation, kind of like what I went through. So that's really, we want to embrace everyone at whatever stage they're in their life or whatever they're going through. We're here, always here to help and to empower.
I love that. Thank you so much. That is so awesome. And before we go, I just want to say I have an exciting announcement to make that for all of you guys who are watching and following along, please go to the Girlfriends Getaway website, and you'll see links below, and sign up, because find out more information. We are starting this off, we have a bunch of exciting giveaways for everybody, and I am so thrilled and honored that New Evolution is part of our first giveaways. We're giving away $100 worth of New Evolution products, which will get you going, and enough for you to have for yourself and to share with somebody else special in your life. So I hope you guys, can go. Don't miss out on that. Go check out. It is honestly awesome. They're the best products. And thank you again, Sandra. We love you, love you, love you, love you, and I enjoy everybody who just
you.
So
you know what?
Thank you.
I want to end this from my perspective. Like, I love you so much. You and I grew up together. We were like little kids, and I cherish our friendship so much. I'm so glad we reconnected, and I'm so excited to see where Gigi goes. And thank you so much for inviting me to be a part of it. I feel so honored and blessed. I really am.
Thank you. I feel like the lucky one. I said, and it's, it's incredible women like you that are going to make Gigi, a success. So thank you. Love you lots.
Thank you. Love you too.
Thanks so much.
Bye.
Bye-bye. I hope you guys love meeting Sandra and hearing her incredible story, why she's a woman on a mission to help others live a healthier lifestyle too. So now, I am so excited to share with you some of the awesome giveaways we have coming your way.
Now, who doesn't love a great giveaway? Here are just a few of the prizes that are going to be included in our month-long giveaway celebrating the launch of GGTV. I think we could all use a little extra love and pampering these days. So, of course, I want to get you started with some luxurious natural cosmetics from New Evolution. This card will put a smile on your pretty face, and the best part is you can feel even better knowing that it's all natural. Let's not stop here. An overall healthier lifestyle is a no-brainer these days. So that's why I want to hook you up with my girl, Jill Lotman. She's going to be your personal trainer for a month to help you along with your own fitness goals from the privacy of your own home through online training. And who wouldn't love to get a 1-hour psychic or mediumship reading from a woman who's trained with some of the best in the world? Oh yeah, she's really good. I have no doubt you will love her as much as I do. And that's not all. There's even more fab prizes that are going to be announced all month long.
So make sure to subscribe to our email list so you get all the juicy details so you can share it with your friends too. So aloha, here's to great friends and new adventures.